muted.
We're all muted.
We're all muted.
You're muted.
You're right.
Oh, of course we are.
And I'm just about to.
Hold of this production thing.
Oh my God.
Anyway, welcome, my beautiful
All right.
hearts. Good evening and good afternoon. Welcome to episode 8 of another episode of Graffitied Hearts. With me as my fabulous cast, including the charismatic Shanae as Jen the Vampire, the jump in for joy Joe as Rosalind the Queen.
Oh my God.
That.
All right, bring it home. I'm leaving you. Go on.
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
You know what?
Name of Robin Wren.
I would have expected no lesser, like, honorific. Truly. Thank you.
And so, with all our introductions, we are going to jump into this episode of Graffitied Hearts. Welcome back.
Love that intro every time. Every time.
And I've updated it, so we have the wonderful Jen the Vampire in it now. Last time on Graffitied Hearts, we had some beautiful moments. We had some horrific moments. From Robin's existential crisis and emotional mooring, to Mason of the Ursa Majors and that beautiful coupling scene between the two of them. The promises, the discussions, negotiations between Jen and Robin regarding their meetup the following night. Robin's meeting with Gracie, and that brief moment of connection. And Rosalind's reconciliation and subsequent attack on Alice, leaving the poor girl a bloody mess, unconscious, in Miss Florence's study. We left as Rosalind was calling for help, and Miss Florence was attempting to staunch the bleeding. Rosalind, it has been a long morning for you. You have not slept. Initially, you were arrested as the paramedics and police arrived. However, had barely made it to the police car when a very expensive car rolls up. Driver gets out. Your father's lawyer and your father both extricate themselves from the car and put you into the car amidst a cloud of legal jargon that leaves the police officers bewildered at why their collar was being extricated. And you find yourself back at your home, safe, still covered in blood. How do you feel at this moment?
Like I deserve to suffer. So I'm just gonna sit like I have all night. And I can't even cry anymore. There's nothing left. And I feel lost.
As you sit in your emotional void, emptied of thought and emotion, lest you implode, there's an echoing somewhere inside you of Alice's voice calling your name. Now, whether it is the echo of her final word or something else, that remains to be seen. You do not know the status of your girlfriend. Is she alive? Did she perish? Will she be okay? None of that information has filtered itself to you. But somehow her presence is tangible almost. You can still almost feel her skin under your fingertips and between your teeth. As you came out of your darkest self and the thing inside you settled back in for sleep. Your father comes in, and he stares at you, and what washes across his face, it's hard to tell. There's so many emotions, and so many emotions for someone that you considered to have not much of a heart. And he steps up in front of you and just... You want to say anything?
Nope.
Okay. He stays that way for a good minute, just boring into your person, your soul, before he bursts into this wide grin, throws his large arms around you, and just like pulls you in for this really tight hug. Oh, I'm so proud of you.
That is not the phrase I thought you were going to say.
He holds you at kind of arm's length just to look at you. I am just so proud. You have come into yourself. And I couldn't be happier.
You're not embarrassed that your daughter might have killed someone?
Killed someone? I suppose it is somewhat tragic, but you eliminated a challenge, eliminated a distraction, and now the real work can begin. And that's on top of you becoming who you are. We need to celebrate.
Is he still holding me by my shoulders?
He does release you, turning to look for like something to celebrate with.
Okay.
Mostly eyeing the bar across the way.
I'm just gonna go walk to the window, like our big window that and it overlooks the city, and I'm just gonna stand there. You think that this is all worth it?
Don't you? And he brings over a glass of champagne. This is you claiming your power.
I didn't ask for this.
No, you didn't. But yet, you are already doing wonders.
I'm gonna take the champagne from his hand.
And lifts his to kind of offer a toast.
I'm not gonna toast with him, but I will take a sip.
Okay.
And as soon as my mouth is somewhat full, I'm going to spit it at him. You're a fucking disgrace.
That is very unladylike.
Do I look like I give a fuck?
I understand that you must be in a little bit of stress after last night.
A little. I probably killed my girlfriend and a little stressed. Okay. Yeah, that's I'm sorry, you wouldn't understand what that feels like after killing your own wife and then sacrificing your daughter because you don't have a heart, so you don't understand this. But us normal people, I can't even say that I'm normal. Somewhat normal people who have emotions, this shit is stressful. Alright? It's painful, it's stressful, and it's fucking stupid. And I hate you. I hate you so fucking much. God, I hate you so much.
He downs his own champagne before shattering the glass, grabbing you and holding the glass against your throat. Things
Just gonna stare at
are
him like,
going well.
I'm gonna spit at him again.
Perhaps we need to find your betrothed and maybe they can talk some sense into you. Until then, you are forbidden from leaving. He tosses the glass and shoves you back.
Fine. Just because I did it to one person doesn't mean I can't do it again. Aren't you a little scared of that?
It's eat or be eaten, I suppose. And he leaves.
I am gonna go in my room and see if I can summon my mom.
Okay. We will come back to you. Jen.
Yes.
You have not yet heard back from your contractors. However, there is a news story about a local girl being attacked. No word on the suspects. The young woman is in critical condition at Crescent Falls General.
Jen kind of smiles despite themselves. And that's a job done.
What is your plan for the day?
Go about business as usual. Prepare for the meeting with Robin tonight. Check up on the Midnight Mirage. Just see how initial changes are going. Nothing terribly too complex. A perfectly mundane day to prepare for what could be an eventful evening.
Okay. You get dressed as sharply as you usually do. Prepare to head out into town. Well, head out around town.
Kind of in the heart of it.
You climb into your car. Your phone chirps.
I'm still parked. I'll check it.
You recognize the contact as Franklin Sullivan. Requesting that you bring your bitch to heel.
What do I need to be expecting in our next interaction?
He's going to actually call you on that.
Perfect.
It's Valentine.
Franklin.
Your betrothed still does not seem to want to embrace their future, despite all evidence to the contrary. Perhaps you might convince her otherwise?
I believe something like that can be arranged.
Thank you. This partnership between your master and myself is very important, and I want to make sure that his that my part of the deal is kept.
A pity that you can't manage to keep it on your own, Franklin.
There's only so much I can do aside from lobotomizing her.
I do prefer a partner over a corpse. Given recent events, I believe that she will come to the same realization.
I'm glad you think so. She is at our home, so, and you have the key.
Wonderful. Thank you. I shall see to it later today. I do have some business to attend this morning.
Of course. Have a good day.
And I'll go about my morning and make plans to drop by the Sullivan home this afternoon.
Okay. Is there anything particularly important that you wanted to do in your errands this morning?
Nothing of particular note. It is largely clerical work that was put off to meet with Madame Mirage last night. So just sort of wrapping up any loose ends, beginning preparations for any potential renovations that the Mirage would require. Just sort of going about the motions of business and ensuring that that runs smoothly, as everything else apparently runs amok.
Very good. The morning's activities go by pretty smoothly. You work with those that you've been networked with to see that mutual goals can be met, profits maximized, and deals held. At what point are you going to head over to?
I believe that it'll be maybe around 2. Give her a little bit of time to wallow in solitude.
Sure. All right. Well, in that case, we're going to jump over to Robin. Robin, you wake to the sounds of voices and various activities happening outside the Mason's door. At first, as you awake, it seems that Mason has left. However, even as you sit up and look around, the door opens and Mason comes in with a plate of food.
So you've learned manners.
What?
Nothing. I was being a bitch. You're being nice. Never mind.
I didn't think you'd be up yet, but I wanted to make sure that you had some food before or when you woke up, and he places down the plate. It's a paper plate, and it's got a warmed hot pocket and like a package of those powdered donuts you find at a convenience store.
Like, I'm not even probably paying attention to the food. I'm just looking up at him, like, almost in awe. All right.
What? Did I do something wrong? Like,
you haven't done anything wrong. I'm just... You're not typically this nice.
Well, I don't know. Last night was different. It just, I don't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
No. And I like get up and I make my way over to him, like, put a hand on his arm, like moving down to grab his hand. I like it. Like this version of you.
Are
Which
you?
you come often.
No. I still gotta like maintain my image.
Of
with
course.
with my people.
Yeah.
I mean, but so are we like a thing now?
I don't know, Mason, are we? The last time I proposed that to you, you proper freaked the fuck out.
Well, I mean, after I got hit in the face and everything, and Reese is kind of coming in and running things. I don't know. Like, it just gave me a different
Perspective.
viewpoint. Yeah, that thing. Yeah. So, yeah, if you want to.
All right. But ground rules.
Okay. You know, I'm not like totally into rules.
I understand that, but first things fucking first. Don't go fucking around. At least don't go fucking around without telling me.
So, like, I can if I tell you?
We'll talk about it. It's...
Okay, all right. We'll figure it out, I guess.
Don't want to... I'm not trying to limit your freedoms or anything. I just want... If we're going to be together, I want... Do you respect I would be owed is all?
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, you're awesome, so...
Thank you. And... I want to see this guy more often. This nice Mason that you've managed to conjure up.
I don't think I did it, though. I think that was all you.
All right. Then yes. I want to see where this goes. Where will you go?
All right. Yeah, totally. I'm right there. Yeah.
I like roll my eyes and immediately give him a kiss.
He returns the kiss. So, like, I was hearing from guys and girls, of course. That, and I think from you that Reese is missing.
Yeah, I don't know where he is, but I swear I'm going to end up finding him. I just need time. I don't know where he's gone. But I have an idea of who might, and it's too complicated.
Oh, okay. Well, the Ursa Major's got your back. Got Reese's back. So, like, if we need to go crack some skulls or go door to door searching, I don't care. We'll figure it out.
I'm going to be talking to someone later tonight who might be able to help. In the meantime, not sure where he could be, so a search wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Just to rule out that he's in Crescent Falls.
Yeah, all right. Where do we start?
It was downtown, I think. That's where I found Bryce's car. That's where I found his jacket.
Okay. Anywhere in particular, like street or?
It was like an alley right off of Amber Lane.
Oh yeah, I think I know that one.
I don't think he's in Crescent Falls, but I need to rule out the possibility.
Yeah, sure. Well, I'll get some of my people, and we'll start canvassing. That's what the cops say, right? Like canvassing.
Ridiculous.
Hey, I can be smart once in a while.
I know. And for what it's worth, you do have a natural charisma. There's a reason why all the Ursus followed your lead. Even if your plans were incredibly stupid.
Thanks.
I mean, let's be honest here. You hired someone who almost set fire to the forest.
Yeah, I know. Like, not a mistake I'm making again.
Yes. Don't hire them again. Don't fraternize with them again. Are they actually a part of Ursa Major?
No. Like, we outsourced that one.
Vet the people you outsource work to.
Done.
I don't want to, but I had a falling out with my auntie last night. Like, a really big falling out with my auntie last night. But, like, I want to crash here. But I would need to go and get some things. Would you mind following me? Kinda don't want to be alone there right now.
I told you, I got your back. So, you need me to, like, be your bodyguard or whatever? I'll even get some other guys. Like, we'll walk in there, like, 5 deep or something.
I don't think it would be that much security, but thank you for the offer. I just feel safe around you, and I need the comfort.
Yeah, I got you, babe.
Thanks. Thank you for breakfast. I'm going to eat this, and then you can head off.
Awesome. I'll go talk to some of the Ursas, and he'll head out into the Y and round up his search parties and stuff like that. And we'll put a pause right there.
Of course.
Welcome back, Val.
It is nice to be back.
Hope you're doing well.
I am doing okay.
Yeah. You had us scared for a little bit, but we're glad you're back.
Yeah. But I'm doing fine.
Glad to hear it. As far as Val is concerned, you spent a good portion of the last evening consumed, ironically, by your hunger. The amount of small animal bodies left in your wake is just led a bloody trail back into the woods at the edge of town, at the edge of the city. And you come to, as the morning breaks through the trees, not sure exactly where you are, but confident that you can find one of the park paths and such.
Oh man. Val is gonna wake up, look around, and just kind of, oh, my head is killing me. Alright, I need real food. Looks down at the carcasses of blood, animal. And kind of pulls out their phone to proceed to call someone, because Val's just kind of first thing in the morning. Val doesn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So they look at their phone, and I guess they try to call Alice first.
Alice's phone goes immediately to voicemail.
I guess that's not too weird. Makes it and Val decides to go to Alice's place first.
Okay. You trudge up the stairs. It's been a while since you've been here formally. Sure, you left some candy on the windowsill, but being inside, it's been a very long time. The apartment door is shut, as is typical in a city, especially in that area. Though the neighbor's apartment is open across the way.
What? Val, the forever curious person, seeing an open door, is just gonna kind of peek into it.
There, just from the landing, you can see an older man sitting in a recliner, watching TV, the light flickering on his form. He meets your gaze. Val, is that you?
Yeah, it's me.
Oh. I thought, I could have sworn that you died some time ago.
100% did. You're just at that age.
Okay, you kids. Trying to play tricks on an old man, I get it. Can I help you with anything?
I came to visit Alice. Do you know if anyone else is in there with her?
She hasn't been home, actually. She went out... She snuck out rather late last night, and she hasn't been home. Her father's still in there, of course, but I don't think he ever leaves.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. Do take care of yourself, and try not to die again.
I'll try.
That's for us old people.
Okay. Val is gonna kind of quickly phase in and out of Alice's apartment, just kind of check their pockets for any kind of rotten animals and like throw it all onto the ground, and then like leave.
Sure. Yeah, you've got like a half-eaten rat in one pocket that, as you face through the first door, you enter into the living space of the apartment. It's very small and cramped, and are looking over the couch at the slumbering, snoring form of Alice's drunken dad. He plopped the rat onto the floor and rat corpse onto the floor, and then proceed forward through the wall into Alice's room.
All right. So in Alice's room, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to call Rosalind.
Okay. Rosalind, you receive a call.
I am going to do that fun thing that you can do with phones. And instead of, like, I'm going to deny the call, but I'm going to send a text.
Okay.
And just say, can't talk right now. Not safe. Don't come here.
Looks at the text for a little bit, just like, what? And it then messages back, what do you mean not safe? Alice is not here, so I figure you guys are on a date. Is Alice in danger?
I'm just gonna respond back with, if you want to see her, you're gonna have to go to the hospital.
Hospital? Did she get a job there?
And Roz is gonna stop replying at this point.
Val is gonna go to the hospital.
Okay. The hospital is busy as always. The emergency room full of those who desperately need care and those who only think they desperately need care. Ambulances coming and going from the entrance, dropping or expelling gurneys and such with patients on them into the awaiting mouth of the emergency room to be swallowed up and sent to whatever care is needed.
Val is gonna go ahead and like like talk to some different nurses that pass by, asking them, do they know where Alice is? Where can I find Alice? Like, full name, of course.
I'm sorry. You're gonna have to ask the nurse, the head nurse at the desk.
All right. Heads over to the head nurse.
She looks up. Can I help you?
I'm looking for Alice.
Are you family?
Yes.
Yeah, what relation?
Cousin twice removed.
Only immediate family can get into for visiting.
Hold up. I remember you.
Remember me from what?
Couple of years ago when they brought my body into this hospital, autopsy or whatnot. I'm sure of it. You definitely passed by. You were definitely there.
I don't understand what you're saying.
It's me, Val, black girl, kind of bad birthday party.
Is this some kind of joke? Look, you can't waste my time. I've got these boards to manage. I got to make sure that people receive care who need it. So if you don't need care and you're not a family member, then you need to go.
I am gonna roll shut down.
Okay.
Kind of slightly phase to the desk, through the desk, so I can kind of almost get a little bit closer to them. And that's gonna be a 10.
Okay. What are you gonna say?
And I'm gonna say, oh yeah, I understand. I understand needs and wants and desires. See, what I need to do is go check on Alice, because for some reason a lot of my memories here aren't very much clear. And the one person that I still care about in this world is for some reason in a hospital. So here's the thing. You can go ahead and do all of this, say all of this baloney kind of bullcrap, because we both know, because if you live in this town, you definitely know Alice doesn't have many good family relatives around them. So if you want to continue this, then I can show you what kind of nightmarish things really do exist in this world. And instead of touching them, it's kind of like hands fade through them kind of thing. And I'm sure you would like to continue with your normal life, pretending that normal things exist, ignoring every possible real life terror other than the stuff on the news that you think will never touch you. I'm sure you want to continue that life, but you won't continue any type of life if you keep on playing with me like this.
What do you want?
I'm pretty sure I was very clear when I first came up here. Where's Alice? The room number? It's not that hard.
I see you. Room 302.
Thank you. I see you. That's weird. And heads over to the Alice's room.
Okay. You, by whatever means, mundane or supernatural. You make it to Alice's room. You can hear the slow, soft, rhythmic beat of a heart monitor. There's a curtain dividing a couple of the beds. And you can just make out a form in the furthest one.
This is definitely some kind of joke, right? This is not Alice's. There's usually a patient chart somewhere around.
It would be at the end of the bed.
All right. Val walks to the end of the bed and looks down at the patient chart. Like, this is just a bad joke, right? Like, this is not Alice. This can't be Alice.
As you reach the bed, and she comes into view, it is Alice. There are thick bandages around her neck, and they trail down under the hospital gown. She is beyond pale. A blood bag and a saline bag hang from a nearby post to feed her both the necessary liquids and the nourishing ones.
Okay, I get it. I've been scaring you a lot. But don't you think this is going a little far? Like, Alice, this is terrifying. I get it. I'll stop scaring you. So, can you stop with this now? What is this?
You look at and you glance at the patient chart, and in the notes, hastily scrawled is lacerations of the neck and shoulders. And the order for blood and such. Current status is coma.
I get it now. I did everything wrong. This is not how it was supposed to be. You needed someone to take care of you. You didn't need someone to save you. You needed someone to take care of you. I see that now, and I'm sorry it's so late. But I'll make things right, okay? When you wake up, it's all gonna be okay. It's all gonna be great. You won't have to worry about... Yeah, I'll make things right. I'm gonna go ahead and put the chart back.
Mm-hmm.
Fade through the walls, and I'm heading back to Alice's place.
Before you go, just a couple of things. You first notice that while other patients that you passed by may have had, small gifts, flowers, other things to show that people cared about them. Alice has none of these things. Second, as you put the chart back, 2 men enter the room. Very large, long coats. And they stop as soon as they see you. Their eyes narrow. They have one of them has a thick beard. You can just make out some like tattooing around the neck.
15 seconds. Who the fuck are you guys?
We are well-wishers. Come to pay our well-wishing.
No. See, the thing about Alice is she doesn't have many relatives who care. At least none who would care enough to come this far out into the hospital. So I'll ask you again. Who the hell are you? 5 seconds.
One of them makes a show of drawing a small handgun from his coat and then sliding it into his pocket and pointing it at you. You are not in place to make demands. Now get.
Puts hands up. All right. You're right. Again, I'll go. And I'm gonna roll for shut down as I drop through the floor.
Okay, go for it.
That's another 10.
They look on and flabbergasted as you drop through the floor. As you fall through the floor, you can hear panicked footsteps above you.
Based on the footprints, I'm gonna come back up behind one of them.
Okay. One of them has left the room, presumably trying to see where the fuck you went. The other one is neatly screwing on a suppressor on the end of the weapon.
That looks cool. Can I see it? I'm gonna try to grab it and take it from them.
Okay. If you will lash out physically, please.
Watch out.
Yep. So volunteer.
All right. That's gonna be wow. That's gonna be a 2.
Oof. He spins around and pops off several shots. These just as much as suppressors, do for weapons. It's still pretty loud, and there's a loud clacking as the slide clicks back and forth rapidly, and 3 bullets pass through you. As you were probably getting physical at that point, your dead flesh just kind of explodes out the back. Take 2 harm, if you will.
All right. Fuck. I guess I'm not good enough for guns. This hurts a lot. You know that, right?
He blinks and is just bewildered that you haven't fallen over. And he's going to try and finish you off. Please roll me a runaway.
All right. That's gonna be a 5.
Oof. Several more shots pierce your form, even if you try to, avoid the damage, and you feel your body just kind of give out momentarily. You're not dead again, but it has definitely been weakened. However, as you collapse at his feet and he levels the weapon to finish you off, there are shouts from the hospital hall just beyond, and he looks up panicked, stashes his weapon under his coat, and bolts from the room.
Is there anything I can see on him personally? Emblems, something on the gun, numbers, or anything that would help me identify him?
There looked to be some Russian script on the back of his hand.
Cool. Whenever he's leaving, I'm just gonna say, I will fucking find you. But first, I definitely need a nap.
Hospital security and some nurses will rush in at the noises, and one of the nurses, a couple of the nurses come down next to you, assessing you for injuries and such. And of course, they're going to be very surprised at what they find. But that is a conversation for another time. As we return to Jen and Rosalind, as Jen arrives at the Sullivan place.
I just let myself in. I have a key.
Yep.
That's fine. My oak bed is against my door. Ain't nobody coming in while I'm doing this ritual. Ain't nobody. I'm also bleeding, but it's fine. And also still covered in blood. It's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I have a question, MC.
Sure.
I smelled death at the carnival. I think it's a very short stretch to smell blood.
Yeah.
Oh, blood is sprinkled about the place. Or the scent of it, anyway.
Okay. I'm going to text Franklin before I make any moves to go to Rosalind's bedroom. Are you aware that your daughter is currently bleeding throughout the apartment?
He'll just text back simply.
That would be my phone from a phone number that I don't know.
He's gonna text back after.
Bless the rains, bitch! Bless the rains, bitch!
Side note, that song is actually about a man with lycanthropy.
Yes,
Yes.
I have gone on that rant so many times. Africa, my Toto, is about a werewolf. We'll talk about this in the
It
after
is.
show. This is not relevant to what's going on. Tune in to Open Hearts on demand on YouTube, where we can talk about Africa by Toto, but we're gonna get back to this dramatic bullshit. All right, so I'm.
Don't make me
Fuck.
pop your screens out. All right.
Oh my god.
Back into the scene. He texts back simply, "It's not her blood."
Interesting. Then whose, pray tell, is it?
He'll text back that poor creatures that she had as a pet.
Interesting. And I am going to go and knock on Rosalind's door.
As you move and rap a couple of times, you hear a sound behind you as Gracie emerges from the kitchen with a bowl of cereal. Again, right?
Yes. You must be Gracie.
Yeah. Hi. Sorry.
I've heard a lot about you. You're okay.
Just getting breakfast. I got up late.
That's all right. Everybody's prone to a late morning every now and again.
What are you doing here?
Your father was worried about Rosalind and wanted me to come and talk to her.
Is something wrong?
When isn't something wrong with Rosalind?
Right. Well, all right. I'll be in my room. She's munching on her cereal as she heads to the room a little bit further down the hall.
If you want, I'll gladly sit with you while you eat.
No, that's okay. You deal with Roz.
Have a good day.
You too.
And as soon as the door closes, the softness in Jen's face kind of hardens again, and they knock on the door.
Rosalind's gonna go up. What do you want?
Just to talk.
I'm a little busy right now.
I believe it's important that you make time for this.
Well, apparently I have
Whatever you're
all
working on
kinds
can
of-
wait. And I'm gonna pull a string.
How many do you have on me total?
1.
Yeah, you have 2, right?
No, I have 2 on Robin. I have 1 on you.
Okay, you only have 1 on me. Had to confirm. I have a list of people I have strings on, but none of who has strings on me, so I should probably do that.
Open the door, Rosalind. I want to keep this civil.
There is this authoritative command in Jen's voice that almost has you reaching for the bed and door before you even realize what's going on. Granted, you still have peace of mind to decline if you wish, but in the moment, it seems like a very good idea.
I am going to You don't want to see me right now, but I will talk to you here.
If I'm being candid, Rosalind, I already smell the blood.
Fine. And I will move my bed out of the way, open the door, and then go out into the hall. And shut the door behind me.
What exactly does Rosalind look like right now?
Hasn't slept in over 24 hours. Big bags under her eyes, and is still wearing the clothes that she wore last night, and is coated in blood. Still some on her face, and her hair is kind of matted a little bit, but she's got it put back right now.
Do you drink coffee?
Yeah.
Let's get a cup of coffee in your kitchen.
Okay.
And Jen will actually take off their jacket and hand it to Rosalind.
I'm just gonna drop it on the floor. I'm not a maid. This is my home. You can hang up your jacket wherever the fuck you want, but not me.
I was giving it to you because you're covered in blood. I was being kind. Jen will kind of lean down and pick up their coat again.
The kind
Shit's
of
expensive.
thing that you could do right now is not to offer me a jacket that I could get blood on, which, I mean, yeah, it's dried. But
Dry cleaners exist, Rosalind. People are allowed to care about you.
we both know that your care for me is not genuine. I'm just a pawn. So if you want to be honest with me, go for it.
Who are you to determine whether or not I care about you? Are you in my head? Can you determine my line of thinking? No, you can't. Maybe you should stop making assumptions about people and hear them out and what they have to say before you snap to judgment.
I would love to do that, but you know my dad.
I do. And there's a reason that he's not with me right now. I'm not going to attempt to hide the fact that he texted me. If I really didn't care about you at all, there would be a third person in this conversation, but there is not. Don't pretend you know me when we have barely had a conversation.
Fine. And she's just gonna walk to the kitchen and start making coffee.
Go sit down. I can do that.
Fine.
You may be the host, but you're covered in blood.
Yep. That is a statement of fact.
What happened?
I still don't think I know, actually.
As you try to recall the evening before, all you flash on is Alice's face, and she's calling your name. It almost feels like she's right there in front of you.
If you asked my father what happened last night, he would say that I am coming into my power. But you asked me.
did.
I fucked up. Big time.
What happened? What?
This isn't my blood. I think you know that by now.
You have no visible wounds. This would be a very different conversation.
It's Alice's.
Alice.
My girlfriend. It's hers.
That explains a lot.
There is a crash, a shattering. And as you look to see where it came from, Gracie stands in the doorway of the kitchen amidst a broken cereal bowl. Wide-eyed and frozen.
I guess I can't sugarcoat it anymore. Can I?
What happened?
Our dad is what happened. Alright? You wanna know why mom's not around? You wanna know why I'm like this? Dad did this. He killed mom and sacrificed me. All because he wanted all of this power. All of this fucking power. And what did it get? Huh? I'm a fucking monster now. I have no memory of what I do, and I don't like it, and I'm trying to fix it. But I fucked up, and I fuck up all the time, Gracie, and it is better if you run. Go somewhere else where Dad can't get you, where I can't get you until I'm fixed. Just go.
No. And she'll run from the room.
I was really hoping she wouldn't have to find out like that, but I guess, you know. Anyway, yeah. And she's just gonna look over at Jen, who's still making the coffee, and be like, anyway, so.
Where do you keep your mugs?
Oh, that cabinet to the right of the microwave.
Thank you. Okay. We definitely need coffee at this point.
Yeah. I wouldn't be angry if you also threw in some Baileys. I probably shouldn't, because, you know, I haven't eaten or slept in a while. But...
Okay, fridge 2. Let's find something. And Jen will kind of lightly put together something, whether it's like they track down a biscotti or something like that, and like comes over with a small tray. They were smart enough to just, you know, prepare an entire carafe of coffee, and there is Bailey's on it.
Magical.
So I told you.
You didn't know any of that.
No. I won't force you to say anything.
I am trapped in every possible way. And none of this would be happening if my father wasn't such a bastard. But I'm sure he told you some wonderful story of business partnership. Likely some kind of deal, getting you in, getting you lots of money here, or something along those lines. That's all he has, because he made a deal with the devil, who made me.
Is this a metaphorical devil?
Oh, no. And I'm just gonna get up, walk over to the pantry door that's next to the kitchen, and just open it and be like, yeah, you see this shit? This is all of our ritual.
That is, in fact, a lot of ritual things.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
just
okay.
Shut the door and go sit back down again. Yeah. Wow. It's kind of nice to be open and honest about this shit. You know, I've had to like hide it from people, especially Alice. She really didn't understand, and she thought I was trying to like do terrible things, and I didn't love her, and I did. And I was trying to save her and trying to help her by fixing myself and maybe possibly killing my father. Who knows? But like, you know, fucking shit just never goes.
Jen's just letting Roz go.
Yeah. Anyway, no, I did ask more questions. Fuck. Feel free. I'm an open book now, apparently.
Jen kind of poured you your coffee, and it's sitting in front of you with a shot of Bailey's in it.
I'm drinking it.
Before I say anything about that situation, I want to let you know that the person I am behind closed doors is vastly different than the person that you see in public. I told you it makes. Whether or not you're seen is important. Nobody sees us here. Rosalind, that's fucked up.
Yep.
Why are you still here?
Because if I leave, Gracie's stuck here with him. And who's to say that he wouldn't do the same thing? I can't leave her. She doesn't want to go with me. I have hurt her before in the past.
With your permission, can I help? I think I can help you both.
How?
I know I'm not worthy of your trust, given my interactions with your father. But what if I can get you both out of here?
I don't want to go to Boston, Jen.
I'm not asking about Boston.
Then where else would we go?
I have apartments here. You could stay with me.
He wouldn't let that happen, you know that.
He would.
He's not gonna let Gracie come with me.
Gracie won't come with you.
I can't just leave her here.
I'm gonna pull out my phone and call Melody.
Hello?
Melody! It's Jen.
Oh, hi!
I meant to tell you, but I've been so busy. I'm actually back in Crescent Falls for a considerable length of time.
Oh, that is so wonderful. I would love to see you.
That would be honestly amazing. But we can schedule a time at our cafe for another time. I need a favor.
Oh, anything, of course.
You've told me so much about Gracie.
Yeah, of course.
Do you think that she could stay with you and Constance for a while?
Well, of course. She's always welcome here. Is something wrong?
Nothing that I want to go into. But I think some time away from the Sullivan home would do her a lot of good.
Oh. Well, of course. Yeah. Of course, I'll just ask my mom, but I'm sure she'll be okay with it.
Let Constance know that I asked. She'll understand. And
Of course. Yeah, I'm sure it'll be all just daisies.
thank you. And tell your mother that I'll bring her some coffee soon.
Do you want me to text Gracie?
Please. And if she tries to... I don't say this lightly. Double down. Figure out something so that she's away from the Sullivans for a few days. At least. I'll let you know when it's okay.
We were supposed to go see a movie tonight anyway, so this will be an easy segue.
Perfect. I'll shoot you a little bit of extra cash so that you can go nuts at the snack bar.
You know we don't need it, but thank you. It is a generous offer.
Whatever I can do to help. This is a favor building on a pre-existing friendship. There's nothing wrong with an extra $50 for some popcorn. Essentially, that'll pay for maybe 2 buckets. It's horribly overpriced. Terrible marketing, really. That's not important.
Really? Don't even get me started. But hopefully I'll be able to see you soon as well.
Maybe later this week.
Wonderful.
Not Sunday. Not tonight.
Very good.
Bye,
Anything
Melody.
else?
No, that'll be it. Bye.
Good morrow.
And Jen had that entire conversation on speaker so that Roz could hear it.
Okay.
Gracie's friend. Shit, I am a terrible sister. Okay. That solves that, but why would it only be a few days? What kind of plan could we possibly cook up in the next few days to fix the safety of this house?
I told you at Minx, Rosalind, we have the ability to do very, very great things together. You just haven't given us a chance yet. And your father will likely be okay with it, given that the text message that he sent me was, and I quote, "Control your bitch."
Not surprising.
We can plan against Franklin. And he thinks that I'm controlling my bitch.
I don't like how good this sounds. Because I don't see any other way of making this work. I don't see any other possible solution other than just... I might have threatened him earlier.
Then it's more important that you get out of this home.
Okay.
My one condition is that you actually give us a chance.
You're gonna need to give me at least a little more than 24 hours from me basically murdering, I think, I don't even know if she's alive, my girlfriend. to make that kind of decision.
Fair. Then for now, don't dismiss the possibility the way that you have. I don't need to be protecting you right now. I could do exactly what your father wanted and control my bitch. I'm not. Just don't dismiss it as an option. You know Jen Valentine on the news. You don't know Jen Valentine the person. And if you don't try, you never will.
Any last thoughts from Roz before we move on?
Just making a packing list in her head.
I'll help you.
Okay. All right. Then we will jump back over to Robin. Robin, you wanted to confront your aunt, or did you want to wait out the day and meet with Jen that evening?
I'm going to go collect some things from. Yeah, I'm going to confront my aunt. I'm going to confront my aunt.
Okay.
Hopefully, catching her by herself.
All right. The Mirage, as it's still fairly early in the day, hasn't come alive yet. If anything, there are a handful of patrons who nurse drinks at the bar, listen to the canned music.
Walk in. This place used to make me feel so incredibly happy. And now it feels how it looks. Fucking empty.
What happened to, between you and your aunt?
You know, I don't think I ever told you why I came to Crescent Falls.
No, I don't think so.
Well, it was to try to bring my aunt back home. There was a lot of...
Where are you from?
It's well out of the way from Crescent Falls. Way colder. Think like Canada, I guess.
You're from Canada?
I mean, like
that's pretty cool. I've never been.
Sure.
I know we're like right there, but I've never really left the city.
Yeah, it's great there. For so thick. I can tell you about it later, but there was a falling out with my aunt, and she left, and I'm trying to, at least I was trying to bring her back, but I don't think I'm going to be able to.
Why'd she leave?
It's a lot of family tradition. She got disgraced and felt like she needed to go.
Tradition. Are you like part of like one of those like tribal families? Like you cast out? Oh, that just sucks.
Yeah, you could say that. But I don't think getting her to come back is even the thing I want to anymore.
Well, some people just can't be helped, I guess.
I thought it was just one big misunderstanding, but it's become very clear recently that she's lost her way. I don't think I can bring her back at all.
That kind of sucks. Sorry.
It's fine. I mean, it will be fine. I just need to tell her that I'm moving out, I guess.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You want me to come with? You want me to stay here? Like,
I'll shoot you a text if I need you to come inside.
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Thanks. And I give him a kiss on the cheek.
Hurry back.
I will. Wish me luck.
Of course. Good luck, babe. And you'll head inside. And the first thing you'll notice is your aunt is almost like right in the doorway with a power tool as she's screwing something into the wall.
Do you even know how to use that?
But of course, I know how to use all kinds of things. Not that you've ever noticed.
Right. What are you installing?
Well, now that we got the loans and the investments and everything, I can finally make this place the sanctuary I've always wanted it to be.
And she steps back at the plaque. She's been screwing a plaque again into the wall, and the plaque reads neutral territory. No harm shall come to those within these walls.
Neutral territory?
Well, yes. Now that we've got the blessing of the city's masters, we can make this a sanctuary.
You really care about this place?
Of course. And everyone who enters its doors.
Reese entered these doors.
Sure. And he was safe in here.
But what about outside?
All manner of things can happen.
Like one of your elixirs ending up on his torn and tattered jacket.
Oh, how do you know it came from me? I mean, I did give him some. Maybe he took some with him.
I know, Reese. He wouldn't have done.
How well do we know anyone, really?
As well as they let you know them. And Reese was a pretty open book.
Well, maybe when you see him again, you can ask him all the questions you got bubbling around in your head.
The thing is, Auntie, I think the only one who has even the slightest inkling of where he is you.
Oh, I should put another one by the fire escape.
Of course. Auntie, I know that you're not going to tell me anything. And trying
There's nothing to
to...
tell.
Could you
Don't worry
please
your head
not
about
lie?
it.
Oh my god, we are family. Could you just not lie to me? I get it. You don't want to tell me. That's perfectly fine. But at least, don't treat me like I'm a fucking idiot.
Oh, you are a bright child and always scheming with things.
I came to tell you that I'm leaving.
Oh,
Moving out. It's
Oh.
very clear that you don't trust me. Not trust me enough to tell me the truth. And honestly, I don't feel safe. So I'm leaving.
why, this is now the safest place in all of Crescent Falls.
Not to me.
So if you turn your back on that protection, well, the fairies help you.
You know, Auntie,
Hmm.
unlike you, I didn't gain the eye of the Lord of Frost. So I think I'd be quite safe. Without needing to turn my back on my family in order to get protection.
There's a flicker of anger across her face, and she takes a deep breath, and as she expels, there's a gust of freezing air.
Ooh. Seems I struck a nerve.
Turn my back on my family. Me, turn my back on my family. Why? Just returning the favor.
Have a good grand opening, Auntie.
Leprechaun's luck.
With that, turn my back and head out.
Okay. And you register the leprechaun's luck as that kind of, it's almost equivalent to the Souther's, like, bless her heart.
Oh yeah, I know. Don't worry.
It's definitely
Leprechaun's luck does not come without a hefty cost attached to it. That is something you wish to non-Fae who don't know what the fuck you're saying. You just think that it's like, oh wow, oh my god, yeah. I know.
And it was definitely a veiled curse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to be the bigger person, and I'm not going to do my auntie's level. Fuck that. Moving on.
Okay.
I head back to the car. That went better than I thought it would.
Well, quick question. Whose car?
Oh, it's Bryce's car. Moving on.
Oh,
I peeled out of there with it. I still have it.
that's right. You do. We may have to come back to that one.
Yeah, you know, it took Reese telling Robin that cops exist to even, like, that's not something that's in the forefront of her mind at any point in time. So yeah, gets into the car.
Okay.
I never did really ask for doing that, but can I crash at the Y?
Yeah, of course. I thought that was kind of the plan anyway.
Yeah, of course. But, you know, being polite and whatnot.
Yeah. All right. Let's head back then.
Actually, I have a meeting later tonight at the National Park. There's a bar around there, I think. Nowhere.
Yeah, I know of it.
We can spend time there, talking, drinking.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you might have to keep a low profile. Like, I don't have the best reputation over there. They're not gonna
Oh
like.
my god, what did you do?
It was just one little fight. Okay.
I can't take you anywhere. Oh my gosh. Don't worry.
Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. And he'll drive off to nowhere.
All right.
And for the last few minutes of our session, we're going to jump ahead to that meeting. Where Mason will navigate the car up the park trails as close as he can get to the lake.
As we
Yep.
get there, I look over to him. I'll be right back. If I'm gone for more than an hour, come looking for me.
All right. You gonna be okay?
Hopefully. I should be. I should be.
All right. And he'll give you a kiss.
I return the kiss.
All right.
See you when I get back.
Be careful, all right?
Of course. Promise.
And you head down the hill through the trees that tower and cast long shadows that consume the forest floor in that dark hour.
As I'm walking down, I'm remembering the first time I walked this trail. When I came from the Feywild, and how thoroughly different I was at that point. The mundane world seemed fascinating and exciting and new, and I thought it was just going to be a great game until I got my auntie back. It's not a game anymore. I don't think it ever will be again.
Now the landscape is hostile and agitating and mysterious. You emerge by the lakeside. Stretching out onto the lake is a solid pier for anybody who wants to have water fun during the days. Jen,
Yes.
punctual as always,
10 minutes early.
you await on the pier, on the dock.
Just sort of looking out at the water. I know Robin's here and waiting for them to approach.
As you approach, you hear my voice first. You know, we call this lake the Mirror.
I didn't.
It's a reflection of both fairy and the mundane world. One of many, but the one I'm most familiar with.
An interesting marvel.
When the full moon rises over it, actually is when the two are closest.
At this point, Jen will turn and face you. Your face looks better.
Thank you. No, seriously, thank you for talking me down.
Happy to help.
Speaking
Are you
of,
okay?
I will be.
Very well.
Speaking of helping, you offered your assistance.
I'm here.
I want to find Reese.
Who exactly is this Reese? Can't say I'm particularly familiar with them.
You remember the festival?
Yes.
Well, he's the one that put out the flaming person.
I caught glimpses. I was engaged in conversation at the time.
Of course. He's a well-meaning, if not a bit obsessive, incredibly kind. Some would say far too fucking kind. Werewolf.
Interesting.
I know there's been not the best rapport between you, your kin, and theirs, but
I told you I would help. As best I can.
how good are you at fighting?
And with the right resources, I can probably track people down, at least within the confines of the city. I have some contacts that can maybe go farther.
My aunt knows something. She's not letting it loose. Her elixir was on his jacket. Could you find out what she knows? She won't tell me. And I think I just properly finished burning that bridge earlier today.
I can try. There's a meticulous nature that's required in navigating those kind of conversations.
Of course. I've never been able to catch my own tea and promise.
I'll see what I can do. In the meantime, I want to remind you to stay safe.
I will.
Just because you burned a bridge doesn't mean the paperwork changes.
Of course.
I'm still here to protect you.
I have a question about that. What exactly are you... You don't know. You told me that.
All I know, the establishment, Madame Mirage, and any family.
So, different question. What do you know in this town that I would need protection from?
I genuinely hope that neither of us needs to find the answer to that question.
All right.
Though I've been recently informed that demons are on the list.
What?
Quite a long story, quite a lot more trust that needs to be established.
I know you said no promises.
I did.
And you offered to help me. To show me a way to get a better handle of my emotions. What I'm offering you is not a promise, but a show of trust. The greatest show of trust that I can offer a person. My name is Heimble. It means snowbird.
Jen will actually walk forward and place a hand on your shoulder. I don't take that lightly. Thank you.
All right. We will pause that conversation there. One last thing before we close this up. Val, at some point, as your body is wont to do, it perishes. A few hours later, as expected, you come to in a strange place. Basement, maybe. Large and walls of cinder block. And as your vision clears, the cataracts reverses itself some. The figure that was hovering over you comes into focus. And it is Guy Reese, your science teacher. Oh, extraordinary. Are you alive?
Yes, and if you touched my phone, you won't be.
Oh, don't worry. I didn't touch any of your things. No worries. I just, wow, to see a corpse reanimate itself. That is.
I'm gonna take a wild guess, and I'm gonna guess you're not behind the huge amount of people trying to kill Alice.
Oh,
So-
no. Actually, in fact, I guess you could say that I'm trying to save her. And he kind of shifts to the side, and on a makeshift bed and gurney is Alice's still form, still hooked up to machines, but different ones.
That's one less thing to worry about.
Don't
Now,
worry.
here's...
Don't worry. We're taking care of you too.
Cool. This town needs to change.
Forcing change will cause a feedback that you may not be ready for. But perhaps, there is a chance that we can change some small increments, if you're willing to work with me.
Yeah, I've been screwing this up so far, so... Sure, let's work together.
Fantastic. For science. And that is where we will end tonight's episode of Graffitied Hearts. Thank you, everyone who stuck around and watched with us, watch this tense drama that has been building since episode 1. We are going to roll into our after show, which will be available on demand after we record it. I will make sure that gets out to all of you. It'll be available on the Heroes and Hooligans YouTube channel. But until next week, I hope you have a great weekend. Love you all. Thank you again. Have a great one.